What's up, everyone? Welcome back. It is CGarnerSpeed252. I want to thank you for pushing that play button. Today we is actually out here with a nice good old scenery, a nice good old pond. I'm telling you, the weather is nice. I'm just cold natured, so I got on this hoodie, and I also representing the Corvette symbol all day, every day. I know you love Corvettes. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please push that red button right now, and also push that bell button right beside it so you get a notification anytime I release a video. I would love to have you part of the community. This is a great community to be a part of. We are definitely growing each and every day. And you know, I just love each and every one of you from the bottom of my heart. Truly, my goal is to reach 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and I love each and every one of you. So please help me reach that goal. Let's continue to grow. I'm excited because this Friday I'm actually supposed to take my baby sister to the prom. She asked me to take her to the prom, whatever the case may be. She's a senior and she's graduating high school and she wants to ride in the Corvette. I told her I wasn't gonna be able to make it, but I'm gonna surprise her and show up anyways and drive her to the prom and drop her off and hope she has a great time. So that's not the video today anyways. Today's video is about the 3 things I think you should do when you're owning a Corvette, especially, you know, a lot of Corvette owners in the United States, they do this to their car all the time. I think this is 3 things you definitely should do. So without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into that video right now. Hello. It is. Hey. So welcome back. Once again, this is the 3 things that I think all Corvette owners or even car people in general should do to their car when they first buy their car. Now, this is particular to everybody. I feel like this could help anybody in general. I feel like this is something easy you can do. It doesn't cost that much. Most people in the world honestly do it, but I want to point it out that I think it's something that you should definitely do. If you got a Corvette out there that don't have this in your car, I'll be surprised at why you would tell me if you don't have this on your car. And I'm going to ask you directly to the camera right here why you haven't had this done in your car. The number 1 thing I think you should do to your Corvette that you must do as a Corvette owner or when you first buy your car is get your windows tinted. Now look at this. You can't sit here and tell me having your windows tinted doesn't make the car look that much better. Like, you can look at my tint. It looks that much better, and there's no more reasons why you should get your windows tinted. Let me give you a perfect example. So I got my windows tinted for a number of reasons. Number 1 reason, it looks good. It's something that doesn't cost that much and it makes your car looks that much better. That's just my personal opinion. Number 2, the reason why I think you should get your windows tinted is because, take a look. You can see here, this is not tinted at all. Now it may be difficult to see because of the GoPro, but as you can tell, this front windshield isn't tinted at all. But you take a look at this passenger window and it's definitely tinted. Now some people, I have seen some people, this is against the law in North Carolina. Some people do tint their front windshield. I mean, you know, I wouldn't do it personally for me because I don't like breaking the law. I may speed here and there to get around someone, but I'm not going to tint this window because it's something I can't take out myself personally. So if you tinted this, I'm sure it's going to look good. Do what you want to do, but I do not tint the front windshield. The reason why I think you should tint your car is because this helps keep some of the heat out during the summertime. Now, if you take a look, you can see how I have this crack here, and I did this on purpose, right? Because you can see right through this crack how the sun is beaming on the seats. Over time, that will cause your leather on your seats to crack. 1, you know, wear and tear just sitting in them consistently, and 2, the sun consistently beaming on that same spot all the time. Tinting your windows keep the you know, the UV rays and all that stuff outside of the car so it don't damage your seats and it won't keep your car that hot in the inside. And once again, getting your windows tinted it doesn't really cost that much. Heck, I got this done for probably about $100, honestly. I think one of my friends had one of his friends that knew one of his friends that did the work for me. Didn't take him that long, got in and out real quick. So once again, you know, getting your windows tinted is something I think all Corvette owners or all car people should do to their car when they first get their car. Now, for the guys who do not have their windows tinted, give me 1 solid reason or multiple reasons down in the comment section below. If you don't want to leave it down there, send me an email. Tell me why you did not tint your windows. I'm kind of curious whether it's for a medical reason. Was it because you didn't want to spend the money on it? You didn't think it looked that great? Give me your reasons for why you did not tint your windows. Now, a lot of people tint it because they don't want to be seen in their cars, unfortunately. Me, like I said, I tint it because I think it looked great and I want to keep the heat out as well. Now, in North Carolina, you are only allowed to have your windows tinted to 35%. Anything below that, 30%, 25%, 20%, or 5% is against the law. I know some friends who will tint their entire car 5% and tell you one thing: they cannot see when they're backing up, and they complain about it all the time. That's just dangerous, That's just personally me. I'm not going to tint it to 5% because the Corvette as it is have a lot of blind spots, and the last thing you need is to have your windows tinted 5% because you can't see backing up. That's a bunch of issues. You may get pulled over, you may get a ticket, you got to take it out, so you have to pay money to install it, pay money to take it out, pay money for the ticket, pay money to get it back in. That's just too much. Tint it like it should be if you can get away with it. And another thing that may be a good reason to not get your windows tinted illegally, it may be hard to get it inspected. Now, I do have a guy that inspects my cars without a problem. Some people don't have that. So don't tint your windows illegally if you don't have anybody to inspect your car, because you don't want to take it out once a year, but that's not really worth the headache, in my personal opinion, because people think, oh, once a year isn't that bad. Time is flying by. So you ain't gonna have time to take that tint out every time you want to get your car inspected. So that's the number one thing I think someone should do to their car when they first purchase it. Let's get ready for number 2. Somebody tell me what year Corvette this is. Leave your comments down below. Welcome back, CGarnerSpeed252 family. Now, once again, if you have not hit that subscribe button yet, please do. We will all love to have you part of the community. On this channel, I teach you a lot of things Corvette related, non-Corvette related, teach you how to, use certain features in the car, pretty much try to use all the features in the car, and, talk about how to achieve your dream goals, which is owning a Corvette or any type of car you would like to. A lot of followers email me all the time about their dreams, their goals, and things like that, and you're more than welcome to do so. I love reading each and every one of your comments, whether it's good, whether it's bad. Just feel free to leave your comments down below, and definitely always, if you must, give the video a thumbs up, and you're more than welcome to share it amongst any of your friends. But for number 2 thing you should always do, being a Corvette owner in the United States or wherever you're at, or whatever car you buy in general, is, now I'm really guilty of this. Let me tell you, when I first bought this Corvette, this is the first Corvette I ever owned, and I didn't know how to feel because I was super excited. I was waving at everybody that, wave back, blah, blah, blah. And I got home and I realized I didn't adjust the seat at all while I was driving. That's how excited I was getting this car. I think I was driving it just like this. And I just wasn't really paying attention to what the heck I was doing. And so for the first legit month or 2, I never adjusted the seats, the mirrors, or the steering wheel to my liking. And I feel like, that can hurt you in the long run if you don't adjust it to your liking. But it's something simple and easy you should do when you buy your car. Now at the dealership, I'm pretty sure I could have asked them how to teach me how to do that. And I didn't know how to do it, and I didn't ask because I was too excited. I just wanted to get on the road after flying there, picking up my car, and driving it back home, which was like a 9 or 10 hour drive, and immediately put 500 miles on it. I forgot to even adjust the seats, the mirrors, and the steering wheel. So the first thing you should always do when purchasing the car is always adjusting the seat to your liking. Now, I don't know if any music is going to play. If it does, forgive me, because I'm always blasting some music. But if you take a look here, you got these notches. You got set 1 and 2, and 1 is for mainly probably the driver, the main driver, and if you have anybody that drives your car, they can be set for 2. And for me, I'm number 1, and I don't have anybody driving this car other than me, so I don't have anything set for 2. So in a later video, I can teach you how to actually set this when it's time for you to buy your Corvette, and for future Corvette owners who just always adjust the seat to their liking. If you push this button here, you notice my steering wheel moves, my mirror moves. Look at that. All that stuff moves to my liking, my seat and all, and that's always a good thing. You always want the seat to move to your liking because you don't want to feel uncomfortable while driving your sports car. A lot of people say, oh, you're supposed to feel somewhat uncomfortable in a supercar or sports car, whatever you like to call it. Kind of, but not to the point to where it's miserable to drive. I know a lot of people complaining in the past that, old previous gen Corvettes, I can't speak on this, didn't drive well, it felt uncomfortable, blah, blah, blah. I feel like when I'm in my C7 Corvette, I fit completely fine. Now, do I wish I had more leg space? Yeah, kind of. I'm 6'2", but it's not like miserable. Like I can get to where I gotta go. I drive this car all the time and I feel comfortable. The longest I ever drove this car was like 7 or 8 hours, or no way, I guess 10 driving it back from when I picked it up. And I felt fine, but I didn't think about it that much because I was driving a Corvette. So with that being said, always adjust your seat to your liking, regardless of whatever Corvette or car you're buying in general. That's for number 2. welcome back. So for this third thing, it's gonna be very special. You're probably like, what is the third thing every car or Corvette owner in the United States should do? Even if you live outside of the United States, you should do whatever you want to your car. You know, those three things definitely should count even outside the United States. Getting your windows tinted, which was number one. Number two, setting your car up the way you want to set it up so it feels comfortable when you're driving it, and you're not like me for 2 or 3 months always adjusting your seat every time you got in the car. I mean, literally for 3 months almost, I adjusted my seat every single time without even thinking I should, you know, set the memories the way I wanted to be. So when I got in my car, I wouldn't have to do it, but just hold the button and be easy said and done. And so for the number three thing I think that you should do to your car when you first buy it, whether it's a Corvette, whether it's any car, whether you're in the United States, whether you're outside the United States, is do whatever you want to it. You know, everybody has a thing they want to do to their car when they first buy. You know, when most people, you know, grow up as a kid, you know, when I buy my car, I want a red one, I'm gonna paint it this color, or I want to get my windows tinted, or I want to get some new set of wheels for it, whatever the case may be. For me, you know, the number three thing was so many things that I can talk about that I did to my car when I first wanted to get it. And you know, what's funny is I can't even say it was the wrap, because the wrap wasn't the first thing I wanted to do to it, because I didn't even think I was going to do that. But one thing I definitely wanted to do, that's something minor, something small, that, you know, that looks really great and, you know, kind of looks good in a way. And I'm sure some of you are going to see it when I come to shows in your area, and, you know, events and things like that, and, you know, Corvette and Call Out as well. But the one thing that I added that I think that looks really great that some people don't have in their Corvette is what ACS Composites sent me, and that, you know, this just looks so amazing to me. I replaced it with the factory one. I took the factory one off and I did it myself. It took literally maybe 10 minutes to install both on both sides, but it keeps the rocks from, you know, splashing back on your side panel, on your door against your car. Keep all the scratches and stuff like that from your side skirts. It's just an awesome feature to have. Like, if you literally take a look at this, it looks phenomenal. And I think that's something, you know, that I added to my car. And I'm sure a bunch of Corvette owners, I'm sure some of you on the channel may already have this product on your car. If not, I definitely think it's something you should look into. But here's my question to you. What is something that you done to your car that you're proud of? Something that you wanted to do to your car that you thought that looked amazing in your eyes. And no matter what people think, you know, leave your comments down below. I don't judge, no one else should judge as well. But tell me one thing you did to your car you like, man, I am so glad I did it to my car because it was freaking amazing and it looks amazing. So once again, I thank you for pushing that play button. I thank you for tuning in today. And thank you so much for all my subscribers who've been a part of the channel since day one. And for all the ones who subscribe today, and for all the ones that subscribe in the future. And just please push that subscribe button, and please push that notification button so you get a notification anytime I release a video. With that being said, CGarnerSpeed252 will catch you in another episode, because I'm out.